My name is Sayuko Suzuki. I'm 30 years old and work in the sales department at a trading firm, MoniTraders. Another day of working late. Overtime started to occur more often about 2 years ago. Nowadays, it's almost every single day. I think that this all probably happened because the CEO changed. I'm just going to finish it up as fast as possible. Our work hours were supposed to be done at around 5 p.m., but by the time I got home, it was well past 9 p.m. I'm home. Wait, right. Kazuto is also working late too. My husband, who is 2 years older than me, works in the same department, in the same office as me. I married him 2 years ago. It was right before the CEO changed. We're so busy now that we barely even talk when we're in the office, so I don't think we could have ever married if we met now. Maybe I should quit my job. One of the reasons that I can't quit is because Kazuto is in the office. If I quit, then all of that pressure is going to be put on Kazuto and the others in my department. It is just going to be more pressure on them. And on top of that, it would probably make it more tough for Kazuto to work there. Besides, it's not like I don't like the work itself either, so since I'm used to it, I kind of want to keep trying my best at it. Right around the time I finished making dinner, Kazuto came back from work.
I'm home!
Welcome home, honey.
Must be nice, huh? Being able to come home early?
We have similar amounts of clients that we work with, so it might just be that he's not as efficient as me, but I'll just keep my mouth shut.
More of the same food.
I made this after working overtime too, so I can't make anything except simple stuff.
You're my wife, right? Come on!
So what if I'm your wife? I work just as much as you and we literally split the bill for cost of living.
Well, yeah, there's no women or men when it comes to work. It's all the same.
Then the same should be said about chores too, right?
I don't get it.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. There is something that I learned after getting married to him. He is totally for equality when it comes to work. However, he thinks that women should handle the chores. It's very outdated. Basically, he just wants to make things go how he wants them and nothing else. He didn't seem like that at all before. Maybe it just looks like that because neither of us have the kind of energy to relax. Or maybe I'm just seeing who he really is. I don't know, but I basically have no time at all to myself every day. I often work on the weekends as well. I'm just going to go to sleep early. I'm going to go out a little bit tomorrow too. The next day, I had to go to a business meeting at a company that was about an hour away, and am now on my way home. I missed a train because we spent longer than I thought discussing things. I called the office and let them know that I'd be getting back late. Hello? Yes, it's Suzuki.
What is it?
You could be more friendly. I just finished my business meeting and I think I'm going to be late an hour or so to get back to the office. I'm sorry.
What did you say? Get the hell back here right now!
My chief, Sato-san, was screaming at me, fully intending to burst my eardrums. Shut the hell up! I can hear you just fine. I want to get back right away, but the station only has a train once every 30 minutes.
You are seriously the slowest of slowpokes! How much work do you think is waiting for you?
I'm sorry.
So? How did the business meeting go today anyway?
Right, I'm sorry, but I wasn't able to secure the contract.
Huh? So you just spent all that time and didn't manage to secure a contract either?
But they said that they would like to be positive in considering contracts going forward.
Shut up! I only care about results!
Yes, and I'm saying the results aren't out yet. Why is this guy my boss? Sato-san was always kind of difficult to deal with before the CEO changed, but after the change, he somehow became even more difficult to deal with. Now he's seriously a horrible boss that no one can deal with. He's apparently really good at kissing the new CEO's ass, but...
Just get back here ASAP, otherwise you're gonna be fired!
Then, Sato-san just hung up the phone on me. This is the worst.
Oh my, seems like you're having some difficulties there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sure that was a little loud.
I could hear everything he was screaming on the other end of the phone.
It wasn't even on speakerphone, but she heard everything anyway. That must have been bad. I should have lowered the volume.
Is it even fun working at a company like that?
No, it isn't. But I can't bring myself to quit, so...
I see. I think that you might be looking down on yourself a little too much, dear.
What do you mean by that?
Well, when I was younger, I actually met a lot of people, so I think that I'm a pretty good judge of character. You really need to find a new office that will actually respect you. You're kind and clever, and should be proud, but that company is really just holding you down. You really should be more confident in yourself.
Thank you very much.
Sorry. You start wanting to give advice when you get older, you know. Sorry about that.
Oh, please don't say that. I'm glad you're offering advice. We were just chatting there while I was waiting for the train. Her name was apparently Fumi Sanjo, and she's 78 years old. She doesn't look it at all, though, because she's got so much spunk and energy. I wonder how long it's been since I've just quietly talked to someone like this. This kind of time is so important, isn't it? The train is going to be coming soon,
Yeah, it is. Oh.
She suddenly looked like she was struggling or in pain while holding her chest. What's wrong?
My heart. Please, call an ambulance.
Yes, ma'am. I immediately called an ambulance and stepped towards Fumi-san. A few minutes later, the ambulance came, but the train did as well.
You need to go to the office. You're going to be chewed out.
Don't worry, I'm going to go with you, so just relax, okay? Really, I was terrified about what my boss was going to say, but I was more worried about Fumi-san. On top of that, I didn't want to choose work over someone's life. That's not who I strive to be. Hang in there, Fumi-san. I went to the hospital with Fumi-san in the ambulance and waited till the doctors were done figuring out what was wrong with her. I moved to a location where I could call and let them know what was going on. It's me, Suzuki.
What the hell do you keep calling for? I'm busy over here. Just get the hell back here.
Well, some old lady collapsed at the train station and I went with her to the hospital, so I'm going to be late going back again.
Huh? How can you lie about something like that? It's so horrible of you.
It's not a lie.
Whatever the case, you're skipping work without leave. You're gonna get a pay cut, so you better be ready for that.
Once again, Sato-san just hung up on me again. I can't work at that company anymore. I went back to the waiting room and was reading a magazine while waiting.
Sayuko Suzuki-san?
Yes, that's me.
Sandra-san is fine, so please relax.
Oh, thank God. What's going on? Why did she collapse?
Well, her heart isn't in perfect condition. She's been coming to the hospital for it too.
I didn't know that.
We were able to get in touch with her family, and they'll be coming tonight. So please, don't worry.
Oh, that's wonderful. I heard that her husband passed 4 years ago when we were waiting for the train. But I didn't hear about her having kids or grandkids, so I was a little scared. I wanted to say hello to her, but she was apparently knocked out right now. I got some proof of me being there before leaving the hospital. It was already getting dark outside. It was well past our work hours, but the lights were on, and most of the employees were still there. I'm back, sir. I'm sorry for taking so long.
You're right about that, and you used some old lady as an excuse, too, you scum!
I got proof of everything that happened, though. I gave the proof that I got from the hospital, too.
But you would have been perfectly fine without saving her!
What are you talking about? Someone collapsed right in front of me.
So what? Someone else will save her, right? You've got plenty of work left over, too! I even answered some of the calls from clients in place of you!
Yes, I think it might be causing problems for our workflow, but I did not want to be the kind of human to just abandon some old lady like that. I do not regret what I've done today. Just like Fumi-san, I confidently fought back and argued against Sato-san.
Your logic is just completely screwed. Your baggage for this company, dead weight.
You don't have to say that.
Just get out of here for today. Honestly, don't even bother coming starting tomorrow. You're just in the way.
I didn't even bother answering. I just left the office. Kazuto wasn't glaring at Sato-san, but instead at me. Kazuto must feel the same way as Sato-san. I made dinner after getting home and was waiting for Kazuto, but he didn't get home even past 9 p.m. I'm freaking tired. I'm going to go to bed first. I really wanted to talk to Kazuto about what we were going to do going forward. After talking to Fumi-san, I really thought about what I was doing with my life. I am planning on resigning from my office too. He literally told me not to come from tomorrow. I can't do that though. I don't want to not get paid, and I haven't done anything wrong either. The following day, I don't know when Kazuto got home, but he was awake when I was. Good morning. For some reason, Kazuto is ignoring me. Yesterday, I ran into some old lady and...
Shut the hell up. Your stupid little lie caused so much freaking trouble for everyone. You need to recognize how much trouble you've caused. I'm embarrassed to call you my wife.
Huh? I'm not lying though. I'm telling the truth. Why wouldn't you believe your own damn wife?
How am I supposed to believe you? I was saving someone. A family member died. The train was late. These are like 90% lies.
What the hell is that bias?
Just don't cause any more problems, got it?
Huh. After I got to work, I noticed that my desk was completely emptied out and there was nothing there. What the hell is this?
What are you doing here? I told you that you don't need to come into work.
Yeah, but I haven't done anything wrong, have I?
When there are liars in the office, morale goes down, and you might even be lying to some of our clients, too.
But I was going to argue back when I could feel the whole world just tilt and spin. Huh? Wait, something is wrong. Huh. What? I opened my eyes and saw a ceiling. Apparently, I was asleep.
You're awake. I'll get the doctor real quick.
Huh? The hospital? I felt all dizzy, and the world spun around, and I must have just collapsed. The doctor came to my room and he began asking questions.
It's gotta be stress and exhaustion. Also, you became dizzy and collapsed. On the way down, you smacked your head really hard and had to have a few stitches put in. I recommend you stay in hospital for some testing, but what would you like to do?
I thought about work for a split second, but no. I don't want to think about a company that doesn't value human life. I need to value my own health first and foremost. I decided to stay in the hospital and get further testing. I didn't bother contacting the office because I figured that it would just be a waste of my time. Kazuto hasn't reached out to me, huh? He's supposed to be my husband. From what the nurses said, there wasn't a single person that came with me to the hospital. I've got a call from someone I don't know. If I had to do with the company, then I would get a call on my work phone, but I called the unknown number back.
Sayuko-san, it's me. It's Fumi.
Oh, Fumi-san, how are you feeling?
Oh, I'm doing just fine, dear. Thank you so much.
Thank God, I'm so glad to hear that.
So, I'd really love to repay you somehow.
Please, you don't need to do anything for me.
No, I insist. I think you live near Monitown, right? I actually have something to take care of in Monitown tomorrow. So would it be alright if I see you then?
I would love to see you, but I'm kind of in the hospital at the moment.
In the hospital? What happened, sweetie?
Well, I collapsed because of exhaustion and stress.
Oh my, I'm so sorry to hear that. Would it be alright if I swing by and check in on you in the hospital then?
Huh? You really don't need to do that. It's not a big deal. I can just sleep and recover.
It is a big deal. Are you at Moni General?
Yes, I have tests during the AM, so if you'd like to come by in the afternoon.
Alright, then I'll swing by tomorrow afternoon.
Thank you very much. She is seriously a spunky grandma. Talking to her really gives me so much energy. That day, Kazuto never reached out to me in any way, shape, or form, even though his wife was in the hospital. I finished the test in the morning on the first day when suddenly Kazuto showed up. Kazuto, thank you for coming to check up on me.
I'm not here to check on you, idiot. I'm just here to bring you a work bag while I'm out on my sales run. You can go to your sales runs without coming back to work.
I'm going to stay in the hospital for a while because the doctors want to make sure that I get better.
Huh? Well, who's gonna do your work for today? What about dinner tonight? Tomorrow's breakfast?
You can figure it out, right?
Unacceptable!
Your behavior is unacceptable.
I mean, you're just exaggerating, to be honest. You'll be fine. Let's go.
Kazuto started pulling my arms. I said stop!
Sayuko-san?
Fumi-san and another man that showed up stopped them.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
Who the hell are you?
She's Fumi-san.
Oh, that old hag that collapsed, huh? So you were telling the truth. Whatever, she's fine, so shut up. Why do you think that? If you mess with the patient anymore, you're also gonna be in a world of pain. She's my wife, so I can do what I want to her.
If she's your wife, take better care of her.
Shut the hell up, you old hag. Even if she's your wife, from the hospital's perspective, she's just a patient like anyone else. If you want to fight the hospital legally, you can do that too. Huh, whatever, fine. If you're not gonna go to work, we're getting a divorce.
Come again?
The department is completely thrown off balance because you're taking off, and I've got plenty of work thrown at me because I'm your husband. I'm working extra late because of you.
I feel guilty about that, but still.
If I divorce you, then I won't have to put up with anything because I'm your husband. Oh, we don't need to split the wealth or anything, right?
Yeah, she doesn't care.
Fumi-san?
Sorry, but Sayuko-san is way too good of a woman for a tiny little boy like you.
Fumi-san's words seemed to rally me. I felt courage building up in me. I made up my mind. Fine.
You're useful sometimes, old lady. Don't come back to the office either. Not that you've got a place there anyway.
That's perfect because I was planning on quitting anyway. I'll file the divorce papers. Kazuto stormed out of the office like an angry 5-year-old. After meeting Fumi-san and having to stay in the hospital, I figured something out. My husband and office are way crazier than I initially thought. I might be told that I noticed too late, but they say that the frog in the well knows nothing of the sea. I just didn't know anything other than what was going on in my life. I felt like I knew it wasn't good, but I also gave up because I thought everyone was like me. I'm sorry. I know you came all this way, but then you had to run into this. I couldn't stop the tears from pouring out. Maybe it was all that tension being relieved, or sadness from losing everything, or even joy from being released from that situation. I was completely confused, but the tears kept coming.
It's totally fine, dear. I'm proud of you for making a decision. You did the right thing.
Thank you. She patted my head gently, and that made me start crying once again.
Sayuko-san, nice to meet you. I'm her grandchild, Kenta Sanjo.
Nice to meet you. I'm sorry that this is how we first meet.
Oh, please. Thank you so much for saving my grandma the other day. The day that she collapsed, I was kind of away for business. I came back as soon as possible, but it was still that evening. I'm so relieved that she was able to meet someone as kind as you, Sayuko-san.
Don't mention it.
But man, I feel like I've seen that man before. Does he work at MoniTraders?
Oh, yes, sir.
You cool with it, Grandma?
Yes, you do as you wish, Kenya.
What's going on?
Oh, what are you going to do about the house you live with your husband?
Well, we rent a room, so I'll just leave the room. I don't have to work now, so I'll just find a small place to live out in the countryside.
You're not going to go back to your parents' house?
I don't have a parents' house. I grew up with only my mother, but she got remarried recently.
I see. Well, you can come stay at my house then.
Huh?
Ah, that's a brilliant idea. Would you be able to take care of my grandma while you stay then? My parents both passed in a traffic accident, so I live with Grandma right now. You can stay there till you find a new job. I'll pay for your food and services too.
Oh, please. I can't take any salary when there's a place to stay and food to eat.
Oh, come on, just come over, okay? Grandma's good now, but who knows when she'll collapse again? I'm worried.
What's going on right now? I was really surprised and confused, but it was so nice to have a house to live in. Okay, I guess I can stay over for a little while. Thank you. After leaving the hospital, I headed to Fumi-san's house to work and live in, but that's huge! It was a massive mansion. The area surrounding her mansion was farmland, so it stuck out even more than if it were in the city.
This is your room, Sayuko-san. You can feel free to use the kitchen and the bathroom however you please.
Thank you so much, sir. I came here to take care of Fumi-san, but Fumi-san really didn't seem to need any kind of care. While doing the chores, I looked for a new place of work and other places to live. We always ate dinner with the three of us every night.
Ah, fried chicken tonight, huh?
You are seriously so incredible at cooking, Sayuko-san.
I grew up in a single mother household, so I often cooked when my mother wasn't around. We rarely ate together after my mother was remarried as well. I can't believe that having dinner with people could feel this warm. That night, I got a call from Kazuto. The last time he reached out to me was when I filed for divorce, so it was about a month ago. Hello?
Hey, let's get back together. If you don't come back into the office, the company's going to go under.
I don't understand what you're talking about.
A lot of the clients have begun to cancel their contracts with us. When we asked why, they said they didn't want to do business with a company that's willing to unjustly fire an employee that was busy saving another human's life.
I think that the clients are making pretty smart decisions too. I see. But where did you get that information from?
Well, the old lady that you saved turned out to be the president of the Sanjo Group.
Actually, Fumi-san's last name is Sanjo. I heard that Kenya-san was also a CEO of several different companies recently as well, but I didn't realize that they were the top of the Sanjo group. The thing that Kenya-san was asking for permission in the hospital room, he was asking if it would be all right to make things right with me and bring justice to my office.
So if you just come back, everything is solved.
What is that horrible, cheap idea? I'm not going to go back, and I'm most certainly not going to remarry you.
Are you abandoning me?
Who's the one that abandoned who first, huh? I was just talking on the phone when Kenyan-san said he wanted to talk to, so I put him on speakerphone.
Hello, Suzuki-san. That voice! CEO Sanjo? What are you doing with her? Well, we live together at the moment. Live together? I mean, she lives here to work part-time in a sense.
I still make more money than I used to in my old job, though.
I see. Well, I'm so sorry for getting in your hair like that. I'll take back Sayuko, so please don't cut off our contracts. You're her ex-husband, right? And you're just trying to get back with her for the contract. I cut the contracts because of those very thoughts. But just give up already. I'm not gonna change my mind.
Then Kenya-san hung up on him. I'm so sorry.
It's totally fine. I was just a little bit jealous too.
Huh?
Oh, sorry. Just forget I ever said anything.
What? I'm not wrong in thinking that he's interested in me, right? After starting to live together, I could tell that I was being drawn toward Kenya-san. No, not okay. He's allowing me to live here with him. The following day, I was just hanging out in the living room with Kenya-san and Fumi-san when the doorbell rang and Kenya-san answered the intercom. I don't know if it was a salesperson or what, but he never bothered opening up the door. The whole conversation ended over the intercom. A few minutes later, what the hell is that sound?
It's a security alarm. A home invader, maybe? But don't worry.
A few minutes later, a security team of gorilla-esque men dressed in head-to-toe from riot gear showed up. Looking outside, I saw Kazuto? Apparently, he somehow got the address of the Sanjo household and came here to try to take me out of the house. He was turned away without being let in, so he must have gotten angry. He was going to force me to leave with him, but he was caught trespassing.
Sayuko, are you okay? I'm here to save you.
What the hell is that lie?
I'm serious. I'm not lying at all.
It is a lie. I mean, even if it was the truth, I wouldn't trust you at all.
What the hell? How long are you going to be dragging that on?
You're the one that isn't able to get over it, you idiot. Kazuto was handed off to the police and taken away. I can't believe he would commit a crime for the company. What a moron. I'm so sorry, you two.
It's not something that you need to apologize over, Sayuko-san.
Yes. I wonder what's going to happen to Moni traders anyway.
Well, the company itself is actually not that bad. I think that I'm gonna buy them out. How about you be the CEO, Sayuko-san?
Huh? I am not cut out to be the CEO.
You really think so? Don't worry, I'll help you out too, okay?
Great. I think you can handle it, Sayuko-san. You should try your best at it. Don't worry if you fail because Kenya will take full responsibility.
Hey, but don't worry, I won't ever abandon you, so just relax and try your best.
Oh, okay, I'll do my best. A few months later, I became the CEO of a company.
I'm so sorry! Please, anything but firing me!
You unjustly fired me, and that's what you have to say?
That's just, I thought about the company and you.
Well then, I'm going to do the same thing. You no longer have a seat at this company. You're just a drag on the company. Can you just not come starting tomorrow?
I can't do that! Please save me! I've still got a loan on my house to pay off!
You were the one that said just leave someone alone when they're struggling, right? I think some other company should be willing to save you. I mean, someone like you is probably going to be fired right away, though.
What?
What do you think? How's it feel to hear your own words, huh? It's exactly as you said. The new and reborn Moni traders had no overtime and was very caring of its employees. Phew, today's work was more tiring than usual. Once I got back to the house, I saw Kenya-san cooking dinner for everyone. What? I'm so sorry.
It's totally fine. We've got to help each other, huh?
After I started to live with the two of them, my life completely took a turn. Who knows what will happen in life? But believing in yourself and being kind to those around you is the most important thing to do.
How about you two just get married, huh?
Huh?
I'm totally on board with that idea.
What? You really can't put a pin on who you'll run into and what will happen.